Hey friends, these asanas are for more of a depressed state. And so all of these are supported, reclined, or just in some way supported poses. So the first one is the supported reclined easy seat. And you can create your incline with pretty much anything. I'll build it a little different for this video. So I'll take, this is a little cushion I found at a resale shop. I have a couple of them. They're not too big, or too thick, but they work out nicely for a variety of things. All right, so I'm going to, excuse me, buddy, prop these first. I'm not creating a little spot for you, buddy. I am creating a prop for yoga. All right, so I'm gonna keep this fairly low. And so I just have those two smaller cushions at the end of this bolster. And then bring in, just like when we did in the other video, we had the supported Shavasana, but here we're going to actually come into a reclined, supported easy seat. Watch out, Snuggles. All right, so from here, you'll keep your knees bent, lower your head and your shoulders. Make sure you feel comfortable there. Bring in whatever props you want for your arms. And then cross your legs for your easy seat. And while you're here, you might decide that you'd like to have some kind of prop under your knees. Right. So take it. Make this as comfortable and supported as your body is asking for. Right, so this is your supported reclined easy seat. To make this a supported Shavasana, simply extend your legs. Maybe take a little prop underneath your thighs or your knees or both, and support your arms. So both of these poses, the easy seat and Shavasana, are part of your poses for your more depressed, more lethargic practices, right? Or to counter the lethargic practices. This is what he likes to do, whether I'm in bed or if I'm lying on my mat. He likes to get as close up to my face as he can. His health is not what it used to be, and so he's become very attached in these last few months. All right, so I'm sorry, love, but you're gonna have to move. All right, so let me show you the rest of these poses. We have a restorative child's pose. So with restorative poses, we always wanna use our props when we have them available. And I'm just gonna move those out of the way. You can use as much propping here as you need. Your knees can go wide. Your toes stay together, so your feet are back here and these are your legs, right? Bring in your props, and you can keep it low or you can build it up. You can use blocks. If you use a block and then you have this little hollow space, when you lie down, you can actually thread your arms between and hold on. It just kind of gives you a little something to nestle into. And then make sure if you are doing this and you have one cheek to your support, about halfway through, just turn the other cheek so that you're getting your neck muscles released on both sides and not just on the one. Okay, and then after that, or another one, is a supported downward facing dog. Now, the reason that we want to do this, we want the head supported, and we also have a supported wide leg forward fold, is because it allows the mind to be quieted, and when it has a place of support. And again, these are not poses which you're trying to go as deep into it as you can. So even if you traditionally can bring your head down to the earth, don't feel like you have to here, okay? So I'm going to, for this case, you could use bolsters. I'm just going to use a block. So you'll come into your downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal it out a little bit. And then bring your head to rest. All right, so I'm just going to walk my feet in a little bit closer to make this more available. All right, so it's not like you're trying to look like any particular image that you might have in your mind or may have seen in a class or in a book. You simply want to give your body what you need in this moment to bring more energy into your mind and into your physical being. So keep your knees bent, heels do not have to touch the mat, and you want a prop under the crown of your head. Supported downward dog. For a supported wide leg forward fold, I have a cat hair. So walk your feet nice and wide. You want good form. So you want your toes to gently turn in, and or you want the outer edges of your feet parallel. And then you'll just come into your forward fold and have your head rest on your prop. So if you're using blocks and one block is not enough, but 2 blocks are too much, right? So if 2 blocks is too much, like this would be, you can take, you can have one on low and then one on high, or one on low and one on medium. That's a good fit for me. Or 2 on low. Find the one you need. And then bend your knees as much as you need to be comfortable in this pose. All right, so that's your supported downward dog and your supported wide leg forward fold. And then the last one would be supported bridge pose. So with supported bridge pose, you could definitely use blocks, but I'm going to show you with bolsters and cushions. So I'll bring in this bolster first. And that could definitely be enough, but I'm going to add, I think I'll add this one. All right, so I'm going to come forward, knees bent, and lower down. If you're using a block, then you'll want to lay on your back, then press into your feet to lift your hips, slide your block. Actually, yeah, if I'm going to do this, I got to go ahead and take it under me now. Oops. Here we go. And then with bridge, your knees remain bent. You can always walk your feet wide and let your knees fall into one another. I don't find that particularly comfortable in supported bridge. If I'm just a flat bridge, yes, but supported, not so much. Or if I was in constructive rest, not necessarily just a flat bridge. There is no such thing as a flat bridge. Your hips are high, whether they're supported or not. But this is a great place to hang out in your supported bridge. If you wanted to explore lengthening one leg, and if your back is still happy, then you can leave it long. Maybe you lengthen both legs, only if your hips, if your low back is happy with you here. This feels really nice. When I get finished with these recordings, I need to do some yoga. And then whatever you choose, do finish your practice with at least 2 or 3 minutes of Shavasana. I'm going to do a separate recording on the value of Shavasana. But so there you go. Those are your poses, your asanas that you can use for more depressive state yoga focus. All right. So I'll see you again soon. Leave your comments. Bye-bye.